we've got about 12 kilometers to go. Left home at 7 o'clock this morning, but had a bit of a detour along the way. So we're looking forward to getting there. We should get there just before 11 o'clock. Be ready to set up camp. But so far the drive has been good. Everything looks actually quite green for September. We haven't had a lot of rain, but it's definitely looking quite green out there. Okay, and here we are. Just pulled into our campsite. Gonna get out and stretch our legs and have a look for the best spot to set up. But here we are. We're all set up now. It's rather warm. I think it's about 33 or 34 degrees. And this time we actually put the extension. You can see there's a zip there, the partition. So we've got the back section added on now and put up a sidewall just to protect ourselves against the elements, and you know, in case it rains or gets windy. Gives us a bit of shade from this heat, because we haven't got any trees on this campsite, well, other than small shrubs. But we've got the most stunning view. If you have a look out there, we've had giraffe in front of us. Now we are taking a walk. We're coming up to see, I'm not sure what campsite this is, but we'll see now. Certainly very shaded. A big massive tree. Couldn't tell you what tree that is. But you know, do you want to go and have a look and see what number it is, so I can tell the people out there?
People will walk through this campsite.
No, I don't think people will walk through here. That, yeah. Everything's sort of centered around this tree. So this is number 8. So I do like the shade, I must say. On a hot day like today, I do like number 8. And it's also got a pretty nice view, I have to say. I mean, you would look out there and you've got no one in front of you. Alright, so we just looked at number 8. I don't know what number this is. We'll have a look now. It's a big campsite. I wonder if it's actually 2, because it's rather big. There's 3 braai stands, 4 braai stands. This looks like 3 or 4 different campsites, but I don't see numbers anywhere. Do you see numbers? A couple of trees around. Nice view. But okay, so there's 4 campsites here, because there's 4 power points, but there's no numbers, so I couldn't tell you what numbers they are. But let's see, there's a campsite further beyond here, which looks quite nice. Let's go take a walk down here. But I must say, I quite like this campsite. What do you think?
Yeah, right down there will be that.
In fact, I like this one more than I like our campsite. What number is this?
6.
Number 6. Here we go. Okay, well let's go and have a look. But this is number 6. It's got a little bit of shade, not a lot. But right there in the background is the hide. Let's go see. Chad's walking down there with the first aid kit. He recovered and fixed me from my injury, which I've recovered from now, partially. But note to self, don't walk with slops where there's big, massive acacia thorns, because flip-flops or slops are not going to give you any protection whatsoever. I've just learned that. This doesn't look like a campsite that is well used, I must be honest. No, and it doesn't look like it's cleaned either, like it's got... So apart from a braai, there's nothing else. Yeah, but you see all the other campsites are cleaned up. This one is not clean, so I wonder if this one is even a bookable campsite. Okay.
What number was this one?
This is number 10.
This is number 10. No view, no shade, other than that over there. But you're right next to the ablution. So if you're camping here with kids, this will be ideal. The earlier campsite that we saw at number 7, that was so huge, that is one single campsite that people will book out as groups. Alright, and this is number 12. Nice shade. Again, I see little pathways like that going through to different campsites, and that indicates to me that people use these pathways to go to the ablutions, especially if you're far away from the ablutions, which obviously could be a problem if people were going to come here. This is obviously somebody who's camping here with a overlander, because they've left their stuff here but no vehicle. It's a nice big site. All the sites are actually very nicely spaced and very nicely sized. And like I said, we're walking down a little pathway in between the sites now. And my understanding would be is that people would use these little pathways to be able to get to the bathrooms. Which like that will take you to number 11. This pathway will take you back down to there, which will take you to the bathroom again. So yeah, I don't know, it's weird, but in either event, it's a very nice place, not a lot of shade. Also a thing to note, there is no water at the campsites, at the actual site itself. There is water at the ablutions, but it is not potable, so you cannot drink it. It is for showering only, so you must bring your own water here. Some creature, rather
number
large.
11 would be sharing a home with someone.
Yeah, that is a warthog or an aardvark.
Very active.
Yeah, something digs holes here. Now either got a seriously shit bad mole problem, or there's an aardvark or something living close by. Yeah, so there's our site over there, as you can see. It's very flat, so everybody got a little bit of view except the one campsite really. We'll take a drive on the vehicle later on between the campsites again, just to see what we can see, because we might not have seen something while we were walking. But
6 is quite nice. 6 and 9.
6 and 9, because they're on the edge of the reserve, literally on the edge, you probably got a better chance of seeing game. But walking through the campsite on the roads like we were now, there's a lot of zebra dung, and we even saw rhino dung, and it looked pretty fresh. So yeah, one of the things the guys will complain about, or that they mentioned about this campsite or this place, is the road noise. I'm going to try and do this and point. I don't know if this is going to work. I'll find my finger. There's the road over there. You can hear the vehicles. It's not too bad. I think it drowns out eventually. I don't think you already hear it after you've been here a little while. It's not like going to Amphalosia or something like that where you won't hear anything. But obviously the further across you go to that direction, the louder the sound would get.
Okay, let's go have a look at the ladies' ablutions. Looks very nice, very clean. Very nicely done out. Bath. And then showers. One bath, one shower, 2 toilets. And a wheelchair toilet. Okay, but all in all, very clean, very tidy. Not falling apart like some of the Isabella properties. It looks good.
Going to take a look at the ablutions. Very, very neat and tidy. For an Isabella property, this is out of the standard, and they even cater for disabled people. Geysers are apparently electric, which when the campsites are full, this might be a problem in terms of when you get hot water. So this is in our campsite at the moment, and as you can see, the giraffe, and there's one behind us as well, just walking through our campsite.
Alright, so we just took a bit of a drive. Some parts of the roads are quite rocky, and some parts quite nice, but you know, we don't really want to get a puncture on these roads. I mean, here it looks quite fine, but we did hit some patches of rocks and uneven gradients, so Chad's decided we'll just drop the pressure on the tires. He's got the ender plate here. He's using it for the first time. This here is the entrance to the environmental bush camp. It's closed, so we can't go through there. You're done? Okay, so the front tire's done. Now it's going to move to the back. What do you say about this heat?
Very nice, but luckily we got an underflat because we can deflate 2 tires at the same time. We don't have to go and do 1 tire at a time. So our tire pressure's at 2.2, we're dropping it to 1.8.
Okay, so we're just inspecting this bridge before we drive across it.
No railings over here.
Yeah, we'll just stick to the middle. I'll be your spotter.
Alright, let me cut myself. I can't even walk over here.
I'll be the spotter from the other side. Oh, I can see he's cucking. Come! I can see he's cucking himself. Are you a bit nervous? It's fine. Come. I'm glad I'm not in that car with him. You sure you want to come across? He's coming very, very slowly. I can see he's not sure. Come. No, that way, that way, that way. We've even had a kudu come and check what all that commotion is about. How was that?
No, I cut myself. The whole bridge bounces while you're driving over it.
Was it terrible?
And I'm scared of heights.
Was it bad?
Yes, and then I looked out the window. Big mistake. Big mistake.
You did well.
I cried just a little bit. Okay, so we took a 4x4 route and we came out here to Inyati Pan. It's very, very dry. We've seen a lot of game en route, but here right now there's nothing. It's about 4:45 in the afternoon right now. It's still 34 degrees, so it's still quite hot. Just a little bit of water in the pan here. Was quite a mission to get here. Definitely need a 4x4 with four-wheel drive to get to this pan. The road is quite rutted and quite deep with a lot of rocks. So if you can see, we're on the Sanctuary 4x4 route now. That is, we've gone through the valley and we're coming down the other side. There's the road over there that we came down. They said 4x4 high clearance vehicles. Other than long grass, there's no real high clearance required. So yeah, everything seems fine. Quite a drop off on the one side. I wasn't too happy about that. I wouldn't like to try and do that in the rain though. I think I'd be a bit nervous. So we all set up everything. We went on our game drive this morning. Claire's busy making us some breakfast. We've moved our stuff like into the bush, literally, and parked under a tree, having a nice little breakfast here. Claire trying to figure out how to light our new gas bra. She looks very confused. Let me go and help her. And there goes the bacon, sitting here chilling, making breakfast in the bushes. That's our view, nice and relaxed. Had a good game drive this morning, spotted kudu, waterbuck. We saw one lonely impala, which is very unusual for any game reserve in South Africa. We saw some eland in the distance, quite a couple of ostriches. So yeah, it was a good game drive all in all. We didn't go on any 4x4 routes this morning. However, the normal routes that are marked on the map, we required at one point had to put it into high 4. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend this if you were just driving with a normal vehicle. There would be no way you could do this.
Morning. We've woken up to some rain this morning, a bit of light rain last night, and it's continued throughout the night, and it's still on and off raining now. And we're taking a drive just to see what the roads look like after they've been hit by a bit of water. So we're just taking a short drive because we need to pack up today, so we'll only be gone for about an hour or two. I'm just going to see how the roads look and we'll keep you updated. We're on our way, just taking a drive up to Sanctuary picnic site. Quite a nice little picnic site which I'll show you around. But the rain last night really wasn't even enough to generate mud, so I mean these roads are still fine, absolutely perfect. This is heading up to Sanctuary picnic site. As you can see, the road is fairly rocky. You can probably get up here with a high clearance vehicle. Probably with a sedan as well in the drive, would you say?
Yeah, but not a BMW or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't come up here with one of those low Toyota Corollas or BMW. These raindrops are playing havoc with my video. There we go. Raindrop problem sorted. Here we are at Sanctuary Picnic Site. This must hold some meaning, this gate. I'm not quite sure what it is. But probably one of the nicer picnic sites. There are 3 here. But this has got some nice shade. A couple of braai areas. Nice benches to sit on. There's a toilet here as well. Long drop toilet. Same at the other picnic site. Really nice and peaceful. And spacious and pretty. This is just the short little drive in front of the campsite, going to the hide, which is closest to the campsite. It's literally, I would say, not even a kilometer away. So we're just driving there now. I'll show you that hide. So this is Mpofu Hide, and this is the one closest to the campsite. Now I found the second hide, Ufudu hide, and we're going to go and take a walk and see what we can see. We've seen a fair amount this afternoon, considering it's not a very big reserve and there's not really a lot to see here, but I mean, we've seen plenty kudu, we've seen quite a few ostrich, quite a few giraffe, we've seen some warthog, we even saw a jackal. Oh, that was, and blue cranes, a pair. But the jackal was Chad's spot, so he was quite excited about that. So let's just quieten down a bit and get up to the hide and see what we can see up there. Alright, so we've just stopped off here. Umtunzini picnic site. It's quite a drive up here. I'd say you'd need a high clearance vehicle. Not necessarily 4x4, but you need a high clearance vehicle to get up here. We took a drive. We've seen a fair amount of game on this route. Plenty giraffe, ostrich, warthog, red hartebeest. We've seen quite a bit. Oh, we saw eland too. Yeah, they've got this lovely viewpoint here. Just take a little walk, it's not too far. It really offers some stunning views. It's just so nice and peaceful and away from traffic and people. Got to see this view. Really, really beautiful. Let's have a look. You can hear the river down below. Not sure which river it is. Go and look on the map. It really is very, very pretty up here. Alright, Mtanzini picnic site. So this is Mtombi picnic site. So this is the second of 3 picnic sites. Again, nice and shaded. Lots of trees, lots of nice picnic sites. There's also a long drop toilet here. All with tables and benches. There's bra facilities. That goes all the way down there. Have you got a car? Has he got enough space to get past?
Yeah, I can wait. You lean out and grab one, see? Take it on with us.
I've never seen a little ostrich. Too cute. are precious. I was looking for my phone now. Yeah. Oh, there goes a grey duiker. I don't know where it went. It was just as I put the video on. And the sun's starting to appear now, and hopefully we'll dry up the tent before we start packing up. Sadly we have to leave. But I have to say that we've had the most amazing stay here at Weenen. It really is a gem. What, 2.5 hour drive from Durban. It's just such a lovely little nature reserve. The roads are well maintained and the facilities are well maintained, so hats off to the honorary rangers. Really, really good job. And we've thoroughly enjoyed our stay. There's what, 30 kilometers of self-drive roads. I'd say at least 20 to 25 is accessible by a sedan vehicle. Just some small areas here and there that you do need a 4x4 or high clearance. There is a 4x4 road. Not very technical, but still fun. And yeah, we're gonna head off to one of the hides, go and have some coffee for our last visit, and then we'll be packing up and heading back home.